6 wins this year, at top of the points, and now heading into Sunday's eliminations here at Brainerd. #1 qualifier, but Dell, it's only your 5th #1 of the year. What's up?
Well, you consider I had 4 my entire career before that. It just adds on, to this amazing season we're having, and the kind of job that everybody here at Alan Nobby's doing, and Brian and Alan Johnson and Shake Khaled, and again, like I said, it's just another amazing feat, and looking forward to tomorrow here in Brainerd. We have a great crowd, we have great weather, track's in pretty good shape, so I think tomorrow the fans are going to see some great racing.
I asked him on Friday if he'd ever had a season like this before. He said, not many people have had a season like this.
I'll tell you something, Del Worsham, a career season, but he was wrong about one of his numbers. He actually had 5 #1s in funny cars. First one came here at Brainerd back in 1991. Over 20 years, just thinking 1 year in Top Fuel, he tied all the poles he had in funny car. He's just having a career year.
Well, there is Bob Tasca. He will go up side by side with the current #1, Matt Hagan. Tasca is currently 3rd.
I still like the way this is setting up. Cruz Pedregon has the best run of the session with that 4:14 lap time, which will put him up against John Force. Bob Tasca is the last guy that could change this because Matt Hagan is his #1 qualifier right now.
Hagan 4:17, 4:20 for Tasca. Hagan is #1. It's the 8th pole in his funny car career, and Bob Tasca remains in 3rd.
One more look at Bob Tasca, who's been running well all weekend, just did not have the race car on the track that time, but still makes a nice pass. But how about Matt Hagan? 4:17 a lap's time. Comes up short for lower the session, but with Cruz Pedregon's 4:14, but still he's your #1 qualifier.
With Matt Hagan, mouthguard still in place. I know you haven't been feeling real good, but being a #1 qualifier got to make you feel a little bit better, I would think.
It feels great. I didn't know how we were going to get, with John, almost not making it in the show there. And you saw Tony pull out, so I knew we were going to have Tony that next lap. But for this Freightliner diehard Schuler Motormeyer car, we're just glad to be running so well. It's spun a little bit on top end. I think if we can calm that down, we'll be doing okay tomorrow. I think Tommy's getting a good handle on this racetrack.
Look forward to it. Thanks.
Thank you, sir.
Let's look at the Lucas Oil funny car ladder. This is interesting now with the way some of these guys qualified. You see Matt Hagan has Tony Pedregon. Robert Height will catch his teammate Mike Neff.
That's a big matchup, but I'm looking at the big matchup there. Cruz Pedregon will have lane choice against John Force, who struggled big time in qualifying.
And with Bob Tasca now, you've been down the track solidly each time in each qualifying sessions. So give us an assessment of where you stand as you start thinking about tomorrow in eliminations.
Well, it feels good to be back on tour. I tell you one thing, we've had some tough races on the West Coast swing, but guys have been working on some things. We found some stuff in the clutch in the Bellhausen that's really starting to come around. You saw it in first round in Seattle. You saw it here this weekend. So we know we needed to qualify better, which we did. Now we need to go some rounds on Sunday to put this Motorcraft Quick Lane, FordParts.com, in the championship rundown.
You betcha.
Great run by Cruz Pedregon in that final qualifying session, jumping all the way up to #2. You take on John Force tomorrow. You got the problem that you'd been having fixed. Will it apply tomorrow in that big matchup?
Well, man, that's what we get for our #2 spot is race against Force. But, if we do our thing, we won't have to worry about John, hopefully. But we just had 8 cylinders there. The Snap-on car's been dropping cylinders. The thin air up here tricks the fuel system a little bit. But it had 8 cylinders there. So, man, she was hit on 8, and it pulled all the way down there. And it was the hottest part of the day. So, if the conditions are cool or hot tomorrow, we'll be ready for both.